friends, I'm going out to enjoy the nature, and I'll be sharing with you about life and leadership. And I'm in Seattle right now with my wife. I'm going for a walk. I have a chronic back pain, and I'm a survivor of brain stroke in the year 2021. So I request you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So this is the place where my younger son Ramakrishna Sai lives, and I'm in Seattle right now. I'm enjoying the nature, and I'll be sharing with you a couple of stories on life and leadership. These are the villas and houses which are very close by and nearby. So now I'll start walking, and I'll share with you certain aspects of life and leadership. So let me introduce myself. My name is Professor M.S.Rao. I have authored 53 books, including the award-winning book titled See the Light in You, for which the Nobel laureate His Holiness Dalai Lama has written a foreword. I have 43 years of diversified experience, including Indian Air Force, business, teaching and training. I'm a late bloomer, dyslexic, ADHD, OCD. Add to that, the brain stroke worsened my health. And I am 61 years old. I have mental challenges, physical challenges and financial challenges. I don't get any pension, I don't have any regular income. And I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment. Despite all the challenges, I rose from the ashes like a phoenix. So this is about my introduction. Now I will talk about various other aspects, especially Seattle. And today is Saturday in Seattle, and people are enjoying, and weather is very sunny and very pleasant right now. Usually the weather is not standard here. It keeps changing and fluctuating. Especially weekends, Saturday and Sunday, people go for outing. They enjoy their lives. They spend time with their family members and with their friends. So this is the culture of the people. Of course, in India and other countries also, it's like this only, more or less. Good morning. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. So people greet, and I also greet, and I reciprocate positively. So Saturday and Sundays are the days people enjoy weekends, and the quality of life is better in USA, and America is the number one country in various other aspects: money, finance, power, everything. So this is an advantage for America. And right now I'm in Seattle, and let me briefly explain about Seattle. Seattle is a very beautiful city. And here the weather is not standard, in the sense weather keeps fluctuating. Sometimes cloudy, sometimes rainy, sometimes it drizzles, sometimes it is foggy. So it is a city of contrasts in weather. And luckily today the weather is pleasant and sun is favorable. So I came out with my wife to enjoy the nature, and I share certain aspects. You can hear the sounds of Alaska, I think, aircraft. You can hear the sounds of aircraft, and aerodrome is nearby, airport is very nearby. You listen to the sounds of aircraft regularly, because we are living near the airport and near the Boeing hangars, and there are some companies, they are doing good. Some of the companies like Boeing, of course it has got challenges currently. There are other companies like Northstrom, Microsoft, Amazon, Starbucks. They're doing good, and they are thriving with entrepreneurship. And Bellevue and Seattle are closely connected, and they are like the twin cities of they are just like twin cities of Telangana, such as Secunderabad and Hyderabad. So I say Seattle means that includes Bellevue. Of course Bellevue is different, but both are closely connected. And there are a couple of entrepreneurs like Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, other entrepreneurs. They are living here, I think, or they have moved, I don't know, but they are operating, and they are there. So it's a beautiful city with lots of opportunities, and entrepreneurship is thriving. Very long back people have planned, and they had vision, and they set up startups, and they grew into companies, then expanded. So we should encourage entrepreneurship. Of course entrepreneurship is not an easy thing. It's full of challenges. People aspire to become entrepreneurs, but it's not easy. It's a bed of thorns. It looks rosy and cozy, but it is ridden with lots of challenges. But still you can explore, and most of the entrepreneurs fail, but then again they start and explore. And I also encourage entrepreneurship, because it is essential to take a risk. There is risk in every aspect, not only in business, in life also, because anything can happen in the life. So we can't predict about life. Similarly, entrepreneurship is also full of challenges. However intelligent or however great you might be, sometimes you fail. Then again you have to learn lessons, and you have to remove the misalignments and align, and you have to keep moving forward. It's a part of entrepreneurial journey. And entrepreneurship is for brave-hearted, not for the faint-hearted. So explore entrepreneurship, and when you start if you set up enterprises, you add value, you get money, and you get you create employment opportunities. So many advantages of entrepreneurship. So we must encourage entrepreneurship. People think entrepreneurship is only for the solely the motive of money. Money is the basic motive, agreed, but apart from that, when you become an entrepreneur, you provide employment to many people. For instance, my son moved some different parts of India to now Seattle because of the opportunities. So many people, many Indians, they moved to America, and they have grown. because the entrepreneurs had set up their enterprises and they succeeded and people came forward, and that's how the entrepreneurship works. So now I'm standing here to get the green signal. Once I get the green signal to move forward, then I will walk. Here rules are very strict. I am at the junction. It is a Seattle supermarket. Yeah, just a moment. Yeah, I got clearance. Come. Yeah. Yeah, I crossed. So this is the junction. This is a junction, and where people come. This is a junction usually I follow. Initially when I came, I myself was not clear about the geography and areas. So daily I am going out with my wife to enjoy the nature, so that we will have some flexibility, and we unwind, and we become more brisk and active. So that's how we do it. That's how we are leading. So I introduced myself, then I briefly talked about Seattle. Let me tell you about Seattle. Seattle is a very beautiful city, and the people of Seattle are living with peace and harmony. They respect LGBT, they respect diversity, and people are amicable and adjustable. So it's a very beautiful city, and there is a lot of freedom, but again it is subject to rules and regulations. There is a lot of freedom for the people here. We should not cross into somebody's boundaries, and we have to respect the space of others, and we should not intrude unless permitted. So many things are involved, but overall it's a beautiful city, and first time I came to US to enjoy. So now I'll talk about certain things. I'll talk about a new rule that I coined, Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. This is a new rule I have created. I create rules, frameworks, methods, and concepts like that. I do that because I am very curious and creative by nature. That's one aspect. The second thing is that I am a researcher and author too. Then I have 43 years of diversified experience, so I can easily connect the dots because of my background. Of course, one way it's good, one way it's bad. The positive thing is that I have a diversified experience. That's an advantage. The disadvantage is that I didn't stick to one particular area. That's a challenge. But this is a destiny. Things rolled in that way, and that's why I have traveled my life journey in this manner. And again, where I will go to the next level, that I can't predict. Okay, so I started Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. It's a new rule I have created. It's based on 3 aspects: creating, generating, and destroying. In the sense, I create new things. I wake up every day morning at 4 o'clock and I create content, and I read a lot. I generate knowledge. Then again, at the end of the day, in the night, I destroy unwanted things from my folders. So that's how I have followed. So that is the trigger. Based on that, I coined this new rule, that is Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. And how it works, I'll briefly explain. uh, and how let me share with you the origin of this Professor MS Rao's 4 a.m. rule. First thing is that I was in the Indian Air Force, and at the age of 18 I joined Indian Air Force, and I developed morning mindset. That means I'm an early bird, early raiser. That's one thing. So I am an early bird and early raiser. These are all the aspects, and these things I cultivated because I joined Indian Air Force, and every day morning I woke up and I went for a health run. So that was the thing that I did it. And the second aspect is that I have been hitting gym for more than 40 years, right? That's the second aspect. Third thing is that since 2007 onwards, I have been waking up at morning 4 o'clock and reading, writing, and sharing knowledge and teaching. So many things I have been doing it. So based on all these things, I created a new rule, Professor MS Rao's 4 a.m. rule. This rule, I'll briefly explain. I wake up every day morning 4 o'clock, and I read, write, and I write. Of course, now I can't type and I can't eat with my right hand because my right hand has been paralyzed. I had a brain stroke. That I will explain later. So for the last 3.5 years, I am not able to type and write with my right hand. So I was focusing on watching videos so that I would watch and observe the things. That's how I did it. So then I woke up. I wake up every day and generate, create knowledge, share my knowledge, and at the end of the day, I remove unwanted things from my mind. So and at the end of the day, what I do, I prepare a to-do list of what I have to do in the following day. That's how I do it, and then I give commands to I program my subconscious mind by giving commands of what I have to do in the following day. So that's how I program my subconscious mind, and next day morning I wake up and do things automatically, and that works out in my life. So I'm very much comfortable with that circadian rhythm. So, and every day morning I take 3 important tasks and resolve them, and I am fairly successful by following this principle, this rule, and being an early bird, I got better results. So what I do whenever I have some issues, challenges, I feed to program through my subconscious mind. Next morning I get solutions, and sometimes things are very thorny, issues are there, pressing challenges, but still I persist. I am very consistent in my contribution. I am very consistent and persistent by nature, so I don't give up. I keep persisting. So these are all the things. So fairly I got results. This Professor MS Rao's 4 a.m. rule has multiple advantages. If you follow this Professor MS Rao's 4 a.m. rule, you can check for dementia, you can check for decision fatigue, and you can check depression, and you will be mindful, and you will lead, you get lot of joy, inner peace, happiness. So these are all the advantages you are getting, you will get from this one. And people in USA have Alzheimer's disease, which is related to dementia. So if you can check dementia, you can check dementia by walking, by swimming, and by doing meditation. So many things you can do it. And even if you don't have any equipment, what you can do is you can go to gym. If you don't have time to go to gym, or if you don't have the equipment in the gym, what you can do, you can go for a walk. That's what I am doing now. I don't have any equipment here, nothing. So I am walking and talking and I'm sharing my knowledge, and I'm sharing my stories. So that's what I am doing. So when you go for a walk, what happens? You are energetic. You can integrate physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual areas, and you will become healthy. So these are all the things you can do it. And so likewise, there are so many advantages, and so that you will be able to succeed as a morning person. And we can't force the people to stick to Professor msrao's 4 a.m. rule, because people have their own different circadian clock. They have their own way of doing the things. They have their own clocks, and people work in different places. Some people work in different sectors, as in hybrid, sometimes in remote. Some people, they work at different times. If they are working in film industry, they don't have to. They can't stick to a particular time. So we can't trust people to be an early bird. But it's ideal if you become an early riser, if you become an early bird. There are people who are night owls. We can't force them. It depends upon the individual, but fairly it's good I got better results of being a morning person, being an early bird. And I published 300 research papers and more than 1,000 articles. Some of the I appeared in some interviews, and I was interviewed in various magazines and journals, and I often refer to my morning and daily routine. And I was interviewed by a magazine, that is my morning routine, where it was published, I think 6 to 7, 8 years. I don't remember the exact number of years. So I was interviewed. I shared about being a morning routine, what kind of food I was eating, what kind of how I was doing, whether I was pressing the clock every day. So those many things, all these things I mentioned in the interview. So the essence of this Professor msrao's 4 a.m. rule is to be an early riser. When you wake up in the morning, you will have the control of the entire day, and you can minimize, you can eliminate distractions. So let me take a break. People are enjoying here. They are playing golf, and really people pursue lots of hobbies, and that too weekends. Young people, elderly people, all people are playing golf. They are hitting balls. So this is Jefferson Park, and you can also see the view of a big ground where people are playing golf. So let me get back to the storytelling and Professor msrao's 4 a.m. rule. So I emphasize everyone to become an early bird, so that you will be able to minimize distractions. You can focus and on your goals and objectives. and especially social media is a very big challenge. It's both an opportunity and a threat. People get and distorted because of the distractions. So you have to be very clear. So you can't throw the social media away. So you need social media, and you have to harness technology so that you'll be productive. So this Professor M.S. Rao's 4M rule helps achieve performance, productivity, achieve health, wealth. All these things will come from this one. So now I talked about, I introduced myself, then I talked about Seattle. Third, I talked about Professor M.S. Rao's 4 a.m. rule. Now I will talk about a different topic, that is my brief history, and because I'll go to the next level. So sun was favorable, now again sun is not favorable, it's changing here. Okay, that is different. So let me briefly about my profile. I was born on October 31st, 1963 in a tiny village, and I was born into a toxic family and grew up in a toxic environment, and my childhood was very chaotic. For 18 years I was at my home, and my father was totally disorganized. He worked hard, but lack of focus, and he couldn't achieve anything, and he was a litigant, alcoholic, so lots of challenges. And my mother is a disaster, very toxic woman, and I was born into that kind of family members, and we can't help. So precisely I blossomed like a lotus from the mud. I blossomed like a lotus from the mud in a toxic family, and for 18 years I had a chaotic life, and luckily I joined Indian Air Force, and I am what I am because of Indian Air Force. And I came out of the toxic family, and I developed a positive attitude after I joined the Indian Air Force, and I grew as a healthy citizen and as a leader. So I am grateful to Indian Air Force, and I at the age of 18 I discontinued my degree. Then again I continued my degree by paying a condonation fee, and usually degree takes 3 years. It took more than 4 years, and I took tests and got my degree, and I joined Indian Air Force on February 4th, 1982, and I sent my money to my parents to support, and I gave my money to my family members, and I gave my money for purchasing gold. So many things I did, and my property was taken away, and I was betrayed by my own siblings. So lots of challenges I encountered. Add to that okay, so shall we go in this way? Okay, just a moment. So we'll enjoy the park. So okay, so let me continue my brief story of my life. So I joined Indian Air Force at the age of 18. Then I acquired a couple of qualifications like DME, PSc, MA, MBA, PGDCLL, PGDBM. All these qualifications I acquired from Indian Air Force and through private education. People might think that I acquired qualifications from reputed universities like Kellogg's, Harvard, Stanford, something like that. But the reality is that I was a college dropout. Then again I continued my education. Then I acquired 6 qualifications. For 12 years I served in the Indian Air Force. Then what happened? My father-in-law invited me to join the business, and unfortunately backstabbed. My father-in-law and brother-in-law both backstabbed. Unfortunately, my father-in-law and brother-in-law backstabbed, and my career was ruined by my own father-in-law and brother-in-law. So lots of challenges in my life. So challenges from my own family members, then from the father-in-law and brother-in-law. So lots of challenges we encountered in life. I had two major setbacks. One was I couldn't handle the business challenges in the year 2007. That was a setback. Second thing was 2021 I had a brain stroke. That was another challenge, or the major challenges. But despite all the challenges, I am recovering. And I served for 12 years. Then again 12 to 14 years I was into business, which didn't work out. 2007 I became a faculty member, and 2010 I started writing books, and I published 53 books, and other 60, but published only 53, because still 7 books are pending for publication. Due to health challenges, I could not complete the projects. Hopefully I'll get back to my feet and overcome my brain stroke and other health challenges. Then I'll complete the printing project proposals. Right now I can't type with my right hand, and I can't eat with my right hand. My right shoulder is numb. I started walking. Now also I find it difficult to walk properly. It's life. So this is briefly about my life of 61 years. So I'll talk about other aspects. You can see the excellent viewpoint. This is Jefferson Park, you can see, and you can see the view of Seattle, Jefferson Park, then Space Needle, then you can see Pacific Ocean, and the skyscrapers, and you can see the port, and the bridge, T-Mobile Park. So let me walk forward and I'll explain about them. I request you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel, and I am recording these videos. Why I am recording? Because I want to keep them as memories. I am already 61, so at least my stories can be saved, and if somebody likes, they would share. That serves my purpose, and I create stories and share my stories to impact humankind. And I am a storyteller, and I enjoy the nature. So many things I did. So right now I am telling my stories, and I am sharing my stories. And if some of my stories resonates with my thinking and activities, that serves my purpose. So be positive and never give up. I'm positive by nature, and my blood group is B positive. So here, let me tell, people are cycling. So many, they are pursuing some hobbies here. So they are enjoying life. You can see people, they are enjoying. Really very beautiful. Here when I feel like a little bit. they're cycling here. People, they pursue multiple passions, different passions, and especially there will be a rush on Saturday and Sunday weekends. Of course, I think again weather is changing very fast. We can't help. I think weather will be favorable, hopefully. As I predicted here, weather is not static, it keeps fluctuating. I visited uh, Washington Pass, I think some two weeks ago. It was a totally a contrast. I saw full of snow areas, and second thing is that uh, I enjoyed snow. I enjoyed snowfall. And then I enjoyed heavy clouds. I enjoyed drizzling. I enjoyed raining, and I saw favorable sun. So all these things I observed within a span of, I think, 1 hour. 1 hour I observed. So it's a total contrast. So you can enjoy. So now you can enjoy the viewpoint here. It's very beautiful. This is Qatar aircraft. Whenever I hear the sounds of aircraft, I feel very happy. This is a Qatar aircraft, and I came to Seattle by Qatar aircraft. So let me take a view. So let me move on. Okay, now again I'll get back to storytelling. So I am sharing my stories. Hi. So I'm enjoying the nature, and people are walking, jogging, so many things they are doing, they are enjoying. And, so let me take couple of let me enjoy the nature, and let me take a couple of viewpoints. You can see medical center is there, which is near. Then you can see Jefferson Park with its golf, and oh my goodness, it's getting cold. It's very cold. It's very chilling. So now the weather is changing. So let me see how it works. This is another aircraft. So as I said, you hear the sounds of aircraft. I don't know what is this aircraft. Yeah, okay. So I'll show you some other viewpoints. So this is the area, I think children play area. So okay, so let me enjoy. So really I'm not able to focus because there is a decent amount of crowd here. So children are playing from very long distance. Let me see. I think rain should not be a dampener. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. I'm very happy for that. Oh. So let me briefly explain about soft leadership. As I said, I create a couple of frameworks, models, methods, rules, new perspectives like that. I create. I want to create a theme to become a philosopher. I got an idea yesterday. Why not to create a theme, or why not to create a philosophy of my life? So that trigger I got yesterday. So let me see how it works up, how it shapes that I will see, because my mind keeps moving here and there. I'm a dreamer actually. I keep dreaming. So I wanted to talk about soft leadership. I'm curious and creative by nature, and I'm a researcher and author. I authored 53 books. So people are walking. The raincoat or what? That one? Yellow. Huh? So I'll share with you about soft leadership, which is a new leadership perspective. I coined soft leadership by blending soft skills with leadership, and I created a new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership. If you Google soft leadership, you'll get lots of perspectives on soft leadership, and I published around 10 books which are related to soft skills and soft leadership. So you will find more and more research online. All that you have to do is Google soft leadership, and you can also Google Professor MSrao and soft leadership. So you will get people are enjoying and playing. Good morning. This is an excellent viewpoint. You can see T-Mobile Park, that's one thing. You can see Space Needle, that is second. Third, Pacific Ocean. You can see port, buildings, high-rise buildings, everything you can enjoy. Then you can see medical center, and you can see Jefferson Park. So it's an excellent view, and from here you can enjoy. And I implore you to consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. It's very pleasant. I don't think I'll come to US again. First time I came to US, I don't think I'll come to US again. So I'm recording the memories. I think these memories will be there forever. And I'm a storyteller, and I'm enjoying the nature, and I'm sharing my stories. Yeah. So next, I was talking about soft leadership, right? If you Google soft leadership, you'll know some of my books, some of my research about soft leadership, and I wrote a book titled Soft Leadership: A New Direction to Leadership. The book is very unique because of few aspects. I have dedicated this book to Peter Drucker, who is known as the father of modern management. And second thing is that the father of modern marketing, Philip Kotler, wrote a foreword for this book titled Soft Leadership, a New Direction to Leadership. That is two. Third thing, the father of modern HR, Dale Ulrich, created a leadership code for this. And I am known as soft leadership globally because of my contribution to the area of soft leadership. And I appeared on various podcasts and interviews, and I was interviewed by various people, and you will find my interviews and articles related to soft leadership. And I published 300 research papers, more than 1,000 articles. So it's very obvious about my contribution. I'm a workaholic, and for the last 17 years I cranked 53 books. So you can imagine the kind of efforts I have put. I'm a very hardworking person. I'm very curious and creative. My books are my friends. I don't have any other friends. My books are my friends. I love reading books. I enjoy learning. I believe in acquiring my knowledge and sharing my knowledge. And I am very open and I talk to people. Most of the times I'm very happy. Sometimes people might not appreciate, but I still open up and talk to people so that I can learn new things, and also I can share some of my things. So I'm very positive. My blood group is B positive, and I am positive by nature. So how this soft leadership has flashed in my mind is that I earned my Ph.D. in soft skills in the year 2011, and integrated soft skills with leadership, because soft skills is the doctoral degree I received, and I'm passionate about leadership. I integrated and coined a new leadership perspective, that is soft leadership. This is a journey, this is the story I have begun with. So lots of areas still I have to work. I want to integrate soft leadership with employee engagement, and I want to integrate soft leadership with various other areas like compassion, empathy, emotional intelligence, artificial intelligence, technology, and a few more areas I am still exploring. And I will also explore from the perspective of psychology and brain science and behavioral science. I want to integrate all these things and create something new. I want to discover something new and present to the humankind. That's my goal, that's my objective. So hopefully God gives me great health, and I'll discover something unique and impact humankind. That's my objective, that's my goal, this is my lifetime ambition. That is about soft leadership, and so many things I want to do. Hopefully things will fall into the place, and I'll impact. And this soft leadership, let me briefly explain about soft leadership. This soft leadership is all about people skills without compromising the task orientation. That's one thing. And the soft leadership emphasizes soft skills with your left brain and leadership with your right brain. That's one thing. The soft leadership is not about whining, it's not about complaining, it's not about condemning, it's not about criticizing. Soft leadership is all about empathizing with others and adding value and impacting the humankind. The soft leadership helps all generations, whether they are baby boomers, Gen X, Gen Y, Gen Z. So it is useful for all people irrespective of the generations. And especially these millennials and centennials, they are emphasizing on soft leadership. They are looking for partnership, not they don't appreciate subordinate and subordinate superiors or subordinates or that kind of hierarchy. So these young people, millennials and centennials, they appreciate partnership, which is related to soft leadership. And the days of command and control are no more in this world. So people work as colleagues, they work as partners, precisely partners for progress. That is soft leadership. Okay, this soft leadership helps countries achieve peace and prosperity. The soft leadership helps organizations achieve excellence and effectiveness. And the soft leadership helps for team building, employee engagement. Yesterday I was interviewed by a host. His name was Bill, and he interviewed me. And later on I came to know that he was curious to know about leadership. He wanted to learn, so he invited me to speak. And because he is working in some couple of companies like Google, so he's looking forward to some frameworks. So he wanted to learn my perspective on soft leadership. So he said he was of the view that he followed certain pattern, and he follows that and is successful. Then I told that guy, that host, that patterns are not standard, and because what worked in the past may not work now, what works now may not work in the future, because things are changing very fast in view of technology and artificial intelligence. There is total disruption globally. That's what I told, but he was not convinced. Then he told, yeah, correct, we need to have a flexible approach. Then I said, yes, we have to very much flexible. Flexibility is the hallmark of leadership. You have to be flexible in order to get the desired outcomes. I said to him that people have different emotions, different feelings, different egos, and managing the people is a very big challenge. So we have to manage and align the employees to get the desired outcomes. I told him that the takeaway of anything is that we have some clear objectives, we have to work on that, and we have to achieve the goals. How you achieve, it depends on you, but you have to achieve the results. How you achieve, that matters, I told. So the organizations emphasize for bottom lines. How you achieve, that works, but somehow the best way you have to do it, and you have to achieve the results. So then I told him the pattern can't be standard. The pattern must have worked in the past. That doesn't mean that it will work now also in view of the AI. That's what I told. I think he agreed to my perspective little bit, and somehow I debated and discussed. So we should have a constructive debate, dialogue with people, so that what happens, we get more ideas. When we are challenged, when we are provoked, we get more ideas. So it's not like criticism. It's not. It's a constructive. We have to go for constructive criticism. So when you take, when you follow constructive criticism, then you learn. So that's what I told him. So we had a very good conversation and heated conversation. But I suggested him to change the pattern, because patterns are not standard. But at the same time, some patterns are unique. For example, I wake up morning 4 o'clock, and throughout the day I create content, generate content, I destroy the content. So I wake up morning 4 o'clock. That is my pattern. And sometimes I change a little bit, especially when I was in India. That was different. But when I came to US, I found it difficult to change my pattern. But little bit changes I have adopted after I came to Seattle. So at the core, my character remains the same. My calendar, my character, my calendar remains the same. But I made some minor changes to get to adapt. Adaptability is the key. We have to adapt with the changing times and technology. So I told that guy. So we had a very good discussion. Now again I'm circling back to the topic of soft leadership. So I still want to work on soft leadership, and I implore people to explore soft leadership and apply soft leadership for global good. So still I am doing research, and much is in progress. Everything depends on my health, and first I have to improve my health. That's my basic requirement. Okay, that's about soft leadership. So let me share with you about my brainstroke. 2019, COVID struck. It was 2019 was declared as a pandemic by World Health Organization, and we didn't take too seriously about the gravity of the situation, but we got cautions from World Health Organization, and it started. COVID started gradually. COVID cases spiked up, and first lockdown went on well, and people died because of COVID in India. And during the second lockdown, it was a very big challenge in my personal life. Before COVID, I was taking everything for granted. Of course, I was cautious, calculated, but still I was daring, and nothing would happen. But unfortunately, I had a brain stroke during the second lockdown. It's a very critical situation in my life, and I realized how fragile the life is after the brain stroke. And during the first lockdown, I was at home only, because we were not allowed to go outside. So I was writing, and my creative juices were flowing. Then I wrote a book on COVID-19, Professor M.S.Rao, Man's Search for Meaning, or Human Search for Meaning. So then I published a book, COVID-19, and I have dedicated that book to Sri Narendra Modi, the Honorable Prime Minister of India, because he took bold decisions during the COVID, and he limited the COVID cases. And because the size of Indian population very big now, India is the largest populated country in the world. So many challenges, but Narendra Modi ji took bold decisions, and worked hard, and limited the casualties. And I think around 50 lakh people, I think half a crore Indians died of COVID. We are not sure about the statistical information, so I have put it roughly. So this was the situation, and I was interviewed before during the first lockdown. I was at home only, so I was interviewed by various people. I talked about COVID also. I said this too shall pass, I said. So finally I myself became a victim, and the good news is that I survived. And in my area a person died, and during the second lockdown my wife and I had COVID. I think 2021 May 11, I think. Second lockdown was clamped. Very critical situation in my life, and COVID cases were spiking up. Second lockdown was clamped, and the same day I was about to recover from COVID. My wife and I almost recovered from COVID. Unfortunately, I had a brain stroke, which is related to again this COVID only. Then my right portion of the body was totally paralyzed, and I was on the bed. The situation was very critical at that time, because lack of cylinders at that time. That's one thing. Second thing, we didn't have money too. Third thing, I was shifted to 3 ambulances. Fourth, lockdown was clamped. So very critical situation. Beds were not available in the hospital. Very critical situation, and I was on the bed, and I was shifted to 3 ambulances. My wife and my elder son, and to quit hospital, and my younger son paid the bills, and the doctors and hospitals exploited COVID. They took money. Very critical situation. So you can imagine my position at that time. So literally I would have been dead after the brain stroke, but I survived, thanks to God. And I was close to death more than 10 times in my lifetime. I can't tell you where, how, but more than 10 times I was close to death. I survived, and this was the latest challenge I survived. I don't know if I get some more any more challenges. It's very difficult for me to put on a brave front. And I was on the bed, and doctors thought that I won't survive. Second thing, they said that you won't get up from the bed forever. 2, I proved them wrong, and a guy who was near my bed was died of COVID, and the dead body I saw. So you can imagine the kind of challenges. Of course, I also saw the death very closely in my life. So I have become very stronger and braver. Of course, basically I am brave because of my military discipline and upbringing. So I have become braver, and I have become stronger, and I have become more resilient. And because of the backstabbing of my father-in-law and brother-in-law, I have become stronger. Second thing is that my own family members have taken my properties, everything, and they have backstabbed. That was one more challenge. Despite all the challenges, I survived. So it's very obvious that God is great. Some divine force is driving me to keep moving forward. Because of that divine power or God's blessing, I survived. And there is a reason why I survived. So two, three people, not two, three, a couple of people told that, sir, you survived means maybe you were born to do something big for the humankind. That's why you survived. So otherwise, you would have been dead at that time. But you survived means so you were born to do something bigger things in the life. So I am very optimistic about my life. Definitely I will do certain great things in my life and impact humankind. So I am very optimistic and I am bullish, and I have a lot of positivity in my life. So I have a chronic back pain for 17 years, and I was sitting and writing. So I have problem with my chronic back pain. So doctors advised me to go for a walk, and I hit gym for 40 years. Then again this back pain, I walk to get relief from my back pain. So I am going for a walk. Now I am walking, and I have internal allergies, challenges from fatty liver. That's one more challenge. So lots of challenges which are known. If there are any challenges, I myself do not know. I do not know. So whenever you have challenges, you will discover your inner potential. Let me ascertain my position. Whenever you have challenges, you unlock your hidden potential. Just let me, I took a break. So this is a junction and I walked. Somebody is walking. So let me circle back to my story. So whenever you have inner challenges, your inner potential will come out. You can unlock your inner potential if you have challenges. So you should have that fighting spirit. You should be resilient. And after brain stroke, and I was at the bed. Then I came to come out of the hospital, and I did physiotherapy exercises. My younger son paid the bills, and a very critical situation at that time. My elder son and my wife stood by me, and my younger son was in USA. Now he is in USA, and he paid the bills. So everything happens for a reason. All that happens for good. So that's what I'm thinking. So this is about life. So I did physiotherapy exercises. I started walking, because after the brain stroke I was forgetting the things and I was repeating the same thing. Now also I'm repeating certain things. I'm basically a late bloomer. Add to that, this is one more problem. My mind slowed after the brain stroke. I'm using a blood thinner, and I had to use blood thinner throughout my life to avert brain stroke. So doctors thought if I get brain stroke second time, I won't be there in this world. So I'm using blood thinner, and I started walking, and 1 year I took a break after the brain stroke. Then I joined gym, and then again I stopped gym in India. Then I came to US. Now I'm walking and talking and sharing my knowledge, and I'm sharing my challenges. So whenever you are forced to the corner, the best will come out. Your inner potential will come out. You can unlock your potential when you are forced to the corner, right? The real leader is born from challenges. You can't grow as a leader during normal times. You will become a great leader when the during the rough weather. So a calm sea can't make you a leader. A turbulent sea will make you as a resilient leader, a great leader. So let me share about Abraham Lincoln. So now I'm talking about Abraham Lincoln. Right from my childhood, Abraham Lincoln has been my inspiration. I didn't know why I got connected with Abraham Lincoln. First I went to library in my childhood. I think I went by a walk, and first person I saw the library was Abraham Lincoln, and I was shocked. This man, who is this in the photo, and that one. Then I thought, oh, Abraham Lincoln was a man. Then I started thinking about Abraham Lincoln, and subsequently I often mentioned about Abraham Lincoln in my books. And Abraham Lincoln was the first Republican and the 16th President of America. He failed in many ways. He failed in love. He had challenges and love failure, and he failed in business. He failed in many ways. The person who failed too many times, you can learn more from that kind of people, because they empathize with them and they understand the challenges better, and they'll be more careful. So is the case of Abraham Lincoln. So I watched the movie of Lincoln, and I read the book of Doris book, Team of Rivals. He is a biographer and historian. And Abraham Lincoln's greatness was that he abolished slavery. That's one thing. Second thing was he united America as a nation, because when the America was at the brink of division, he averted the division and united United States of America. That's the second thing. And third thing was that Abraham Lincoln modernized the economy. Fourth thing, he strengthened the federal structure. So many things he did within a short span, and he managed the rivals, and which is a book, Team of Rivals. It was, and Abraham Lincoln's film. I think I admire that director Steven Spielberg. I think I admire that. I think he only directed the film. So that is the greatness of a leader. A smooth sea never makes you a leader. A rough smooth makes you a resilient leader and a great leader. My life is also like that. Lots of challenges in my life. Betrayal by my relatives, family members, health challenges, failures, brain stroke, business failures. All these things have changed my character, and I have become stronger and braver. So let me tell you the same thing. I have become stronger and braver, and so I am very clear that I was born to do something big and great. Hi, how are you? Oh, just okay, friends. I'll talk to my neighbor. I think his name is John. I think he came by car. How are you, my friend? Good morning.
You're not filming me, are you?
Good morning,
You're not filming
John,
me,
John,
are you?
John. So you are alone? Huh? How are you?
Good. I just had to do some shopping.
You went for shopping. What? You purchased something?
You know.
Oh,
Stuff.
good, good. So you are coming to home?
Yeah, just getting here.
Now you are not going out?
No, I just pulled in.
Okay. And secondly, you have any magazines? Free magazines? If there are any free, if
Only newspapers.
I am a voracious reader and I am a bookworm.
Right.
I am a bookworm.
Right.
So I want to, if any magazines are there, and please let me know. I will read them
Okay.
and I will return.
I'll send down the newspapers for sure.
Yeah, daily you are sending me the Seattle Times.
Right.
I am grateful to you.
Sure. No, it's my pleasure.
No, it's your pleasure and you are so kind-hearted.
Oh, thank you very much.
You are very kind
Thank you.
and compassionate. Daily you honor the commitment. That's one more greatness.
What's that?
Yeah, really, your commitment.
Oh.
You once you promise something, you do it. That's your greatness.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
So
I do.
yeah, that's why you are great. So what do you think about me now?
Oh, I think you're awesome.
Huh?
Yeah, I think you're awesome.
In which way? What's my feedback?
I don't have it for you right now.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
busy.
Okay, you are busy.
Yeah.
Okay, you are doing something.
Yeah,
So I'm
fine.
happy for you,
Okay.
and I respect your time. And now I'm going back.
All
Okay.
right. We'll see you
Have a
later.
great day.
We'll talk to you
Okay.
soon.
Bye, bye,
Bye.
bye. So, friends, this is the discussion I had with John. He's staying in the house where my younger son also lives. He stays in a different room, and my younger son lives at the basement, and he lives at the top. This is the house, and luckily there is no rain, but again it's getting cloudy in Seattle. So now I'm walking back, and I leave some couple of messages. So embrace change, embrace failures, embrace technology. Life is all about possibilities, and this is the final message I will leave to everyone. Just let me see my face. Yeah. So this is the final message I am leaving to everyone. Embrace change, embrace failures, embrace technology, right? And second thing is, life is amazing, life is beautiful, life is great, life is a miracle, life is a magic, life is all about possibilities. Be positive, never give up. Don't think too much about your unpleasant past. Don't think too much about the future that can't be predicted. Learn to live in the present. So stay positive, be positive, enjoy every moment of your life. Life is great with gratitude.